Heal yourself naturally through Buddhist wisdom. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by stress or pain, searching for a way to heal naturally? Imagine waking up each day feeling lighter, more at peace, and connected with your body. This is not a distant dream, but something achievable through mindful practices inspired by Buddhism. Often, we seek external solutions, medications, distractions, quick fixes, but the answer lies within us. Buddhist teachings offer profound insights into self-healing by understanding the mind-body connection and embracing practices like meditation, loving-kindness, and mindful living. 1. The importance of the mind-body connection in natural healing. In Buddhist teachings, the connection between the mind and body is seen as fundamental to achieving natural healing. This perspective highlights that the mind and body are not separate entities, but deeply intertwined aspects of our being, each profoundly influencing the other. Understanding and respecting this connection allows for a more holistic approach to healing that goes beyond merely treating symptoms and delves into addressing the root causes of our discomforts and ailments. When we consider the mind-body connection, one of the most relatable examples is how stress affects us physically. If you think back to a time when you felt stressed or anxious, you may recall experiencing physical symptoms like tightness in your stomach, tension in your shoulders, or even headaches. These physical reactions are the body's way of manifesting mental and emotional states. This concept is at the heart of Buddhist views on health. Our mental and emotional well-being directly shapes our physical health. For instance, when we experience negative emotions such as fear, anger, or sadness, these feelings don't just stay in the mind. They often show up in our body. Over time, carrying these unresolved emotions can lead to chronic conditions, tension, and even illness. By acknowledging and addressing these emotions, we allow our bodies to release the stored stress and tension, making space for healing. Buddhism encourages a practice of mindful awareness to help us reconnect with our bodies. Instead of suppressing our emotions or ignoring our physical sensations, we are taught to observe them without judgment. This practice, often called mindfulness, involves staying present with our thoughts and feelings as they arise, allowing us to understand and process them in a healthy way. Through this awareness, we become more attuned to the subtle signals our body sends us, whether it's a reminder to rest, to slow down, or to acknowledge an emotional experience. This mindful approach to the mind-body connection allows us to address the root causes of discomfort, rather than just seeking temporary relief. When we become more aware of our emotions and thoughts, we can prevent them from manifesting as physical symptoms. Instead of reaching for medication at the first sign of discomfort, we might take a moment to reflect on what might be causing the underlying stress or emotional imbalance. By treating the cause rather than the symptom, we work toward lasting healing. A simple way to practice this connection is through body scans or breathing exercises. By paying attention to your breathing or mentally scanning through each part of your body, you can often locate areas where you're holding on to tension. This awareness practice creates a bridge between mind and body, encouraging them to work together in harmony. As you notice these sensations, you might ask yourself what thoughts or emotions are associated with them, allowing you to begin the process of releasing stress from both your body and mind. In summary, Buddhism's emphasis on the mind-body connection offers a pathway to healing that is both gentle and profound. Instead of viewing the mind and body as separate, this perspective allows us to see them as partners in our well-being. By recognizing and honoring the interplay between our mental and physical states, we gain a powerful tool for achieving greater health and peace. Through mindful practices, we not only address our physical ailments, but also cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness, resilience, and compassion, creating a foundation for long-lasting healing. 2. Meditation as a healing practice. Meditation holds a central place in Buddhism, regarded as one of the most profound tools for healing and personal transformation. At its core, meditation is a practice of cultivating mindfulness and awareness, allowing us to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. By dedicating time to meditate, we can significantly reduce anxiety, sharpen our focus, and foster a sense of compassion toward ourselves and others. This practice offers a gentle, powerful way to bring about inner peace, helping us approach life with a balanced and open mind. One of the primary benefits of meditation is its ability to reduce anxiety and stress. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get overwhelmed by daily pressures, expectations, and constant distractions. Meditation creates a space to pause, breathe, and reset, giving the mind a much-needed break. During meditation, practitioners focus on their breath or a specific point of concentration, which helps calm the mind and brings awareness to the present moment. By shifting focus away from worries or anxieties about the past or future, meditation encourages a state of relaxation and ease. Research has shown that regular meditation practice can lower levels of cortisol, the body's stress hormone, leading to decreased levels of anxiety over time. Another key benefit of meditation is improved focus and concentration. As we sit quietly and observe our thoughts, we train our minds to focus on one thing at a time, whether it's the breath, a mantra, or a specific visualization. This mindful attention strengthens our ability to focus, not only during meditation, but in daily activities as well. Studies have shown that individuals who meditate regularly demonstrate enhanced attention and improved cognitive function. In this way, meditation is not just a tool for relaxation, but a practice that improves mental clarity and sharpness, making it easier to stay present and engaged in all areas of life. Meditation also plays an essential role in fostering compassion and emotional healing. As we meditate, we often encounter a range of emotions, some of which may be uncomfortable or difficult. Rather than pushing these feelings away, meditation encourages us to sit with them, observing them with kindness and acceptance. This approach helps to release negative emotions, rather than allowing them to build up and weigh us down. Through repeated practice, we cultivate a compassionate attitude towards ourselves, understanding that it's normal to feel emotions like anger, sadness, or frustration. This self-compassion gradually extends outward, enhancing our empathy and kindness toward others as well. One effective Buddhist meditation practice for cultivating compassion is metta, or loving-kindness meditation. During this meditation, practitioners silently repeat phrases of goodwill and kindness, starting with themselves and gradually extending to others. For example, they might say, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be at peace." Then, these wishes are extended to loved ones, acquaintances, and even those they may have conflicts with. Practicing metta helps dissolve feelings of resentment, anger, and negativity, creating space for compassion and understanding. In essence, meditation is a holistic healing practice that nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. By engaging with our thoughts and emotions in a calm, non-judgmental way, we gain insight into our inner workings and become better equipped to handle life's challenges. Meditation encourages self-awareness, which is key to understanding and addressing the root causes of our emotional and mental distress. As we release negative thoughts and cultivate compassion, we experience a profound sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Over time, this practice becomes a foundation for personal growth, helping us lead more balanced, compassionate, and resilient lives. Through meditation, we discover that true healing is not simply the absence of stress or discomfort, but the presence of a deeper, more enduring sense of well-being. 3. Compassion and loving kindness, metta. In Buddhism, the practice of loving kindness, or metta, is a transformative exercise that fosters compassion for oneself and others. Rooted in the belief that compassion is a cornerstone of well-being, metta meditation encourages us to develop a mindset of kindness and goodwill toward all beings. Through this practice, individuals can alleviate negative emotions such as anger, resentment, and anxiety, creating inner peace and a deeper sense of connection with those around them. The essence of metta lies in generating warm, positive intentions toward ourselves and others, including those we might find challenging to relate to. In a typical loving-kindness meditation, practitioners begin by focusing on themselves, silently repeating phrases like, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be at peace." This act of wishing well for oneself helps nurture self-compassion, an essential quality that many struggle to cultivate. Often, people are harder on themselves than they are on others, setting unrealistically high expectations and harshly judging their perceived shortcomings. Practicing metta teaches us to extend the same kindness to ourselves that we would naturally offer to a friend, thereby fostering self-acceptance and forgiveness. Once we have sent loving kindness to ourselves, the meditation extends outward to others. The next step often involves bringing to mind loved ones, repeating similar phrases of goodwill. "May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace." This practice helps strengthen bonds with family and friends as we actively cultivate positive thoughts and intentions toward them. As the meditation continues, practitioners gradually widen the circle of compassion to include acquaintances, strangers, and eventually even those with whom they have experienced conflict or difficult relationships. By sending kind thoughts to those who may have hurt us or whom we feel resentment toward, we begin to soften our hearts and release some of the anger or bitterness that might otherwise weigh us down. Research has shown that metta meditation has measurable psychological benefits, including reduced levels of stress, increased positive emotions, and enhanced feelings of social connectedness. The practice helps diminish anxiety and fosters a sense of empathy and compassion, not only during meditation, but in everyday interactions as well. When we regularly engage in loving-kindness meditation, we are training our minds to view ourselves and others through a lens of empathy and understanding. This perspective encourages us to respond to challenges with greater patience and kindness, making us more resilient in the face of difficulties. One of the most profound aspects of metta meditation is its ability to dissolve feelings of isolation and cultivate a sense of community. As we send loving intentions to others, we recognize that, at a fundamental level, everyone shares the same desire for happiness and freedom from suffering. This awareness helps to bridge the perceived gap between ourselves and others, allowing us to feel more connected to those around us. Even a simple act of kindness, like offering a smile or a kind word to a stranger, can create a ripple effect of positivity in the community, benefiting both the giver and the receiver. In essence, metta is a practice that fosters both individual and collective healing. By cultivating compassion, we begin to let go of negative emotions and develop a sense of peace within ourselves. This inner peace naturally radiates outward, enhancing our relationships and creating a more harmonious environment. Loving kindness meditation reminds us that kindness is not a limited resource, but an abundant quality that grows with practice. As we nurture compassion, we not only contribute to our own healing, but also to the well-being of those around us. Through the practice of metta, we discover that true compassion begins within and, once cultivated, becomes a gift we can share with the world. 4. Mindful eating for health and connection. Mindful eating is a practice that encourages us to slow down, savor each bite, and develop a more conscious, healthy relationship with food. In our fast-paced lives, eating often becomes a rushed activity, barely noticed between daily tasks or distracted by screens and devices. Mindful eating, however, invites us to approach meals with intention and appreciation, helping us reconnect with our body's needs and fostering a more balanced approach to nourishment. At its core, mindful eating is about being fully present with our food. Instead of eating on autopilot, we tune into each sensory detail, the colors, smells, textures, and flavors of the food before us. By bringing awareness to our meal, we cultivate gratitude for the nourishment it provides and respect for the journey it took to reach our table. This approach is rooted in the idea that food is not only a source of energy, but a way to connect with the earth, the people who grew and prepared it, and ultimately, ourselves. One simple way to practice mindful eating is to begin each meal by taking a moment to pause and acknowledge your food. Take a few deep breaths before you start eating, appreciating the sight and aroma of your meal. This brief moment of mindfulness allows you to transition from the hustle and bustle of your day to a more relaxed, present state. As you start to eat, notice the flavors and textures of each bite, chewing slowly and savoring each mouthful. By doing so, you're giving your body time to process signals of fullness and satisfaction, reducing the likelihood of overeating and enhancing your enjoyment of the meal. Mindful eating is also a powerful tool for managing emotional eating. When we feel stressed or anxious, it's common to reach for snacks or comfort foods without fully realizing it. Eating mindfully helps us to recognize these impulses and distinguish between physical hunger and emotional cravings. By eating with awareness, we become more in tune with our body's natural hunger and fullness cues, which can lead to healthier, more balanced eating habits over time. Moreover, this practice encourages us to view food as a form of self-care, rather than focusing on strict dietary rules or calorie counts. Mindful eating is about honoring our body's needs and nourishing ourselves with intention. It shifts the focus from external expectations to internal wisdom, helping us make choices that feel good and supportive rather than restrictive or punitive. Over time, this approach fosters a sense of kindness and respect for our body, reinforcing a positive relationship with food. In addition to individual benefits, mindful eating fosters a sense of connection with others when practiced in a group or family setting. Sharing a meal mindfully with loved ones enhances the experience, as everyone becomes fully present and engaged, creating a deeper sense of togetherness. By eating slowly and intentionally, we open up space for conversation and gratitude, making mealtime a grounding ritual that brings us closer to those we care about. Ultimately, mindful eating is a practice of grounding ourselves in the present moment, which can be especially helpful during times of stress or distraction. When we take the time to be present with our food, we're not just nourishing our body, we're also nurturing our mind and spirit. This approach reminds us to appreciate life's simple pleasures and connect with the world around us in a more meaningful way. Through mindful eating, we develop a healthier, more balanced approach to food, and we foster a greater sense of gratitude and awareness in our daily lives. 5. Acceptance of impermanence and practicing gratitude. In Buddhism, the concept of impermanence is fundamental to understanding and coping with life's challenges. This teaching reminds us that everything in life is constantly changing. Our thoughts, feelings, relationships, and circumstances are all in a state of flux. By embracing this natural flow, we learn to accept both the joyful and painful moments with grace. Recognizing that pain and suffering are temporary allows us to approach life with a lighter heart and a more resilient spirit. It is through acceptance of change that we find a path to healing and peace. Understanding impermanence can be profoundly liberating. Often we suffer because we cling to things as if they were permanent, whether it's a job, a relationship, or even a particular state of mind. When we view life as static, we are bound to feel disappointment or frustration whenever change inevitably occurs. However, by accepting that nothing is truly fixed, we open ourselves to the possibility of growth and transformation. This perspective helps us face difficult times with patience and courage, knowing that our pain, like all things, will eventually pass. Embracing impermanence doesn't mean disregarding the importance of our experiences. Rather, it encourages us to appreciate them while they are present, understanding that they are fleeting. For instance, when we encounter grief or loss, the pain can feel overwhelming and endless. In these moments, Buddhism teaches us to acknowledge our suffering and allow ourselves to feel it fully, while also holding on to the truth that this pain too will fade with time. This awareness can provide comfort, reminding us that no matter how heavy our hearts may feel in a moment, a lighter, more peaceful time will eventually come. Practicing gratitude is a powerful way to cultivate acceptance of impermanence and counteract negative emotions. Gratitude allows us to focus on the present, finding value in what we have now rather than fixating on what might be lost or uncertain in the future. By appreciating the small joys and blessings in our lives, a warm meal, a kind word, or a moment of quiet, we anchor ourselves in the present and build a positive mindset that can weather life's inevitable changes. One practical way to incorporate gratitude into daily life is by keeping a gratitude journal. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. These can be small, simple things: a conversation with a friend, a beautiful sunset, or a moment of laughter. Writing them down not only reinforces positive thinking, but also creates a valuable habit of noticing and appreciating the good around us, even on challenging days. By practicing gratitude, we also nurture our resilience in the face of adversity. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, allowing us to find contentment in the present moment. This shift in perspective reduces feelings of anxiety or dissatisfaction, as we learn to appreciate the here and now rather than longing for an ideal future or clinging to the past. Ultimately, acceptance of impermanence and the practice of gratitude work together to create a balanced, peaceful approach to life. By embracing change, we learn to flow with life's ups and downs rather than resisting them, and gratitude helps us stay grounded and positive through it all. This Buddhist approach encourages us to find beauty in life's fleeting moments, fostering a deeper sense of joy, acceptance, and resilience. Through acceptance and gratitude, we discover that healing and happiness are not found in controlling life's outcomes, but in appreciating the journey as it unfolds. 6. Mindfulness in everyday life. Mindfulness is often associated with meditation, but its beauty lies in its adaptability to daily life. While meditation is a powerful tool for developing mindfulness, the practice itself can be woven into even the most ordinary activities. Everyday mindfulness, whether practiced while walking, eating, working, or even breathing, encourages us to live fully in each moment. By bringing mindful awareness to our day-to-day experiences, we cultivate a calmer, more grounded presence, helping us manage anxiety and stress with clarity and resilience. The essence of mindfulness is simple: being fully present in the moment without judgment. In our busy lives, it's common to go through routines on autopilot, barely aware of our surroundings or the sensations in our bodies. Mindfulness brings us back to the present, enabling us to notice details we may otherwise overlook, and helping us approach each moment with a sense of openness and curiosity. This attentive awareness can transform even mundane tasks, like washing dishes or walking to the mailbox, into opportunities for calm reflection and connection with ourselves. Consider the practice of mindful walking. Instead of rushing from one place to another, try slowing down and paying attention to the sensations of each step, the feeling of your feet touching the ground, the rhythm of your breath, the sounds around you. This simple exercise allows you to connect with the world around you and find peace in motion. It's a grounding practice that helps clear the mind and can be especially valuable during stressful times, as it encourages a break from racing thoughts or worries. Mindful eating is another everyday practice that helps bring awareness to our relationship with food. Rather than eating quickly or while distracted, mindful eating invites us to savor each bite, noticing the flavors, textures, and aromas of our food. By paying close attention, we develop a deeper appreciation for our meals and recognize when we are truly satisfied. This practice not only improves digestion, but also fosters a healthier relationship with food, encouraging us to listen to our body's needs and find contentment in the present. Mindfulness can also be brought into conversations and interactions with others. When we practice mindful listening, we give our full attention to the person speaking, setting aside distractions and internal judgments. This presence deepens our connections with others as we become more empathetic and open. By listening mindfully, we show respect and kindness, and we're more likely to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Another practical way to incorporate mindfulness into everyday life is through mindful breathing. Even a few deep breaths taken with awareness can help us center ourselves, especially in moments of stress or anxiety. The breath is always with us, offering a simple, accessible anchor to the present moment. By returning to our breath during challenging times, we remind ourselves to pause and approach situations with greater calm and clarity. Mindfulness doesn't require any special tools or settings. It's a state of mind that can be practiced anywhere, whether standing in line, waiting at a traffic light, or taking a short break at work. Mindfulness allows us to be present and fully engaged in each experience. With practice, mindfulness becomes a natural part of daily life, enhancing our ability to stay centered and resilient, even when faced with difficulties. By incorporating mindfulness into our daily routines, we develop a more balanced, peaceful outlook on life. This practice helps us face anxiety and stress with greater composure, as we learn to respond to life's demands rather than react automatically. Mindfulness teaches us that each moment is an opportunity to connect with ourselves, appreciate the world around us, and find beauty in the present. As we cultivate this awareness, we discover that mindfulness is not limited to meditation. It is a way of life that fosters resilience, compassion, and a deeper sense of contentment. 7. Physical movement as emotional release. Gentle physical practices such as yoga, tai chi, and qigong provide more than just physical exercise. They offer a way to connect the mind and body, facilitating the release of pent-up emotions and stress. Through intentional mindful movement, these practices promote both physical and emotional healing, supporting a balanced and resilient approach to life's challenges. In many ways, they serve as moving meditations, allowing us to process and let go of difficult feelings while enhancing physical strength, flexibility, and inner calm. One of the most valuable aspects of practices like yoga and tai chi is their focus on breath and body awareness. By aligning each movement with the breath, we bring mindful attention to the sensations within our body, which helps us become more aware of any areas holding tension or stress. Often, emotional stress is stored in the body, manifesting as tightness in the shoulders, back, or chest. Gentle stretching and mindful breathing help release these physical blockages, allowing the stored energy associated with stress or unresolved emotions to flow out. In this way, physical movement becomes a method of emotional release, encouraging a sense of lightness and relief. Yoga, in particular, integrates physical postures with breathing exercises, creating a practice that grounds the body while calming the mind. Specific yoga poses, like forward folds and heart openers, are known to help relieve stress and foster emotional openness. Forward folds, for example, help calm the nervous system and promote introspection, making it easier to process emotions in a safe, supportive way. Heart-opening poses, on the other hand, encourage us to stretch the chest and shoulders, which are areas that often tighten when we experience stress or anxiety. By gently releasing these areas, we become more receptive to positive emotions and open ourselves to feelings of compassion and vulnerability. Tai Chi and Qigong are equally effective in encouraging emotional release through movement. Rooted in ancient Chinese practices, these forms of exercise focus on slow, flowing movements that promote relaxation, balance, and inner harmony. Tai Chi, often described as meditation in motion, encourages a relaxed but focused state of mind, helping practitioners become more aware of their internal state. As the body moves in harmony with the breath, stress and tension gradually dissipate, creating a profound sense of tranquility and balance. This mindful rhythmic movement allows emotions to surface and be released without judgment, fostering a sense of inner peace. These gentle movement practices also enhance resilience, by strengthening the mind-body connection. As we learn to tune into our bodies, we become more attuned to the physical sensations that accompany stress, anxiety, or anger. Instead of suppressing or ignoring these feelings, mindful movement encourages us to process and release them in a healthy way. This awareness helps prevent emotions from building up to a breaking point, promoting emotional balance and resilience over time. Moreover, regular engagement in physical practices like yoga and Tai Chi supports mental clarity and focus, helping to build a more positive mindset. When we feel more connected to our bodies and are able to release tension regularly, we are better equipped to handle life's challenges with a calm and composed attitude. Physical movement, when approached mindfully, acts as a powerful form of self-care, reminding us to prioritize our well-being and approach each day with a renewed sense of energy and optimism. In essence, physical movement as emotional release is about harmonizing the body and mind, creating a pathway for healing that is both gentle and transformative. Through yoga, Tai Chi, and other mindful movement practices, we learn that true healing involves addressing both physical and emotional needs. By incorporating these practices into daily life, we enhance our ability to face stress and adversity with a steady, grounded presence. This approach not only promotes physical health, but also supports emotional growth, helping us lead lives filled with resilience, self-awareness, and inner peace. 8. Balanced living for well-being. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of living a balanced life, encouraging harmony between work, rest, and play as essential pillars of well-being. This approach recognizes that true peace and happiness arise when we maintain equilibrium in our daily routines. In our fast-paced, goal-oriented world, it's easy to get caught up in the demands of work and personal responsibilities, often neglecting rest, recreation, and self-care. By consciously creating a balanced lifestyle, we support both our mental and physical health, fostering resilience and a deeper sense of contentment. A balanced life involves honoring each aspect of our daily routine: productive work, nourishing rest, and joyful play. Buddhism teaches that when we overextend ourselves in any one area, we disrupt this natural harmony, leading to burnout, stress, and a sense of imbalance. Work, while essential, can drain us if we don't balance it with adequate rest and recreation. Likewise, play and rest are vital to a fulfilling life but should not consume so much time that we neglect our responsibilities. Achieving this balance is key to living with intention and finding sustainable well-being. Small lifestyle changes can greatly enhance our sense of balance. For instance, incorporating mindful eating into daily life helps us tune into our body's needs and fosters a healthier relationship with food. Mindful eating is not just about nutrition. It's about bringing awareness and gratitude to each meal, allowing us to feel nourished both physically and mentally. This practice can become a moment of calm in a busy day, helping us slow down, appreciate our food, and support our body's needs. Equally important is prioritizing quality rest. Rest is not just about sleep. It includes activities that help us recharge and decompress. Taking short breaks throughout the day, practicing mindfulness or meditation, and engaging in hobbies are all ways to rest the mind and body. Many people think of rest as unproductive time, but Buddhism views rest as essential for sustaining our energy and focus. By making time for regular rest, we allow ourselves to recover from the demands of work and return to our tasks with renewed vitality. Play, or time spent on enjoyable and creative activities, is also a crucial component of balanced living. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, engaging in a favorite hobby, or simply allowing time for laughter, play brings joy and spontaneity to our lives. In Buddhism, joy is considered a fundamental part of well-being. When we allow ourselves to experience moments of lightheartedness and connection, we bring balance to our lives and prevent stress from overwhelming us. Play also fosters creativity, reduces tension, and helps us approach challenges with a fresh perspective. Practicing balance in life creates a positive cycle of mental and physical health. When we are well rested and nourished, we approach work with greater focus and effectiveness. Quality work, in turn, brings satisfaction, and we feel more at ease taking time for rest and play. This harmonious rhythm supports overall well-being, allowing us to feel more present and engaged in each area of our lives. In summary, Buddhism's approach to balanced living invites us to nurture each aspect of our lives with mindful awareness. By maintaining harmony between work, rest, and play, we foster resilience, prevent burnout, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. Balance allows us to live with intention, enjoy each moment, and find lasting fulfillment. As we practice this mindful approach to daily life, we not only enhance our own well-being, but also create a positive, uplifting atmosphere for those around us. Through small but meaningful lifestyle changes, we can build a life that supports both our physical and mental health, promoting a sustainable sense of happiness and contentment. In embracing these Buddhist principles, mindfulness, compassion, acceptance, balanced living, and the mind-body connection, we create a foundation for a life of healing, resilience, and inner peace. Rather than seeking happiness in external achievements or avoiding life's inevitable struggles, Buddhism encourages us to look within and cultivate practices that support lasting well-being. These teachings remind us that healing is not a destination, but an ongoing journey, one that invites us to grow, learn, and transform. By practicing mindfulness in our everyday activities, we learn to appreciate each moment as it comes, grounding ourselves in the present and reducing stress. Compassion and loving kindness allow us to extend goodwill to ourselves and others, fostering stronger connections and a sense of belonging. Accepting impermanence helps us face challenges with an open heart, understanding that both joy and pain are temporary. Balanced living supports our mental and physical health, encouraging harmony between work, rest, and play. These small but meaningful changes not only enhance our well-being, but also empower us to face life with patience, courage, and kindness. As we integrate these practices into our daily routines, we gradually transform our outlook, finding contentment in the here and now. This journey toward self-healing is one of self-discovery and compassion, leading us to a richer, more fulfilled life that radiates positivity and peace to those around us. In the end, the path to well-being is not about fixing what is broken. It is about nurturing the wholeness that already exists within us. Through these practices, we rediscover a sense of empowerment, joy, and connection, reminding us that the potential for healing and happiness is always within our reach.